to YouTube later on, so I need like 5 or 7 minutes of quiet, okay?
Yeah, I gotta go anyway.
Okay. Tell me
Yeah.
about this later on, I will try it out maybe. Okay? So, that's, yeah, that's tanky, but also damage. You have like 3 loadouts now, that's my A loadout. Rhino has a offensive polarity, which matches really well with his, Roar, because Roar boosts all the damage of all weapons your team has, and Rifle Amp increases the damage of the rifle damage. It's an aura, so it means the whole team has it. Even if they are really far away from it, they have it. You can also stack, so if all 4 members are using Rifle Amp, you get 4 times 27, which is 108% more damage on rifle damage. Then you have Rhino's Roar, which you can stretch with this mod, and it will reach way further. I'm not running continuity, which makes buffs last longer, because continuity only counts for myself, so when I buff Roar on myself, it will stay 30% longer on myself, but not on my team. And as long as the buff is on me, I can't recast it, so when this runs out on my team members, it's still running on me and I can't rebuff them, so continuity isn't very good at all if you're looking to support your team. Then of course I use his Uber, it's Iron Skin, Rhino Storm. It's also affected by stretch. Hold on, wait, I have the camera in the picture. It's also affected by stretch, so you can hit way more mobs with it. It's decent damage, and it when you are stomped, the enemies fly up in the air and they are stunned. For all intents and purposes, they can't do anything. Bad thing about that, as long as they are still floating in the air, I mean as long as they are still alive, you can stomp again because power is in use. But when it kills all of them, you can use it instantly right away. Yeah, so always make sure you either kill them all if you want to use it again because it's instant cast, or like it's just solid CC. I mean, you can stun the heavy units with it as well, stuff like that. Then of course you have his Iron Skin, which is really good. It gives you, I think, a damage shield of 1.2k. With this focus you get 30% more, so you are looking at almost 1.6k of damage reduction, damage ignore, as long as the Iron Skin is on you, and it stays forever until it's broken. You can get crowd controlled or damaged in any way. All the damage will go to the Iron Skin. And then there's Steel Fiber. What the fuck? Steel Fiber increases your armor, and there's rumors that armor also applies to the Iron Skin, so Rhino is tied for the highest base armor in the game. So with this, at this level, he has double the armor. I'm looking at 300 armor, which helps the Iron Skin to stay longer, which makes it an effective shield of like, I don't know, way more than 2k, like almost 3k. And then of course you stack HP, because your armor applies to your HP but not to your shields. So redirection can be good on Rhino because he has high base shields, but the armor doesn't work with the energy shield, because armor isn't applied to your energy shield. That's why I don't run shield on this. So vitality. Then there's Rage. If you take damage on your health, you get 40% of that damage as energy, meaning when my Iron Skin is broken and I take damage on my Vitality, which goes rather quickly because I don't have very much shield, so the shield is broken, Iron Skin is broken, my shield goes away, then they hit me on my HP, and I just press 2 as fast as possible to get back into my iron skin. Yeah, that's sort of a combo. Then you use Streamline, of course. Power efficiency. It does not mean your skills cost less power to cast. However, it makes all of your energy points you have worth 30% more. So if you spend 1 point of your energy, it's like you spend 1.3 of your energy. So technically, or basically what it does, it makes all your spells cost 30% less energy. So that's very good, so I can get back into my iron skin even faster, do more storms, do more roars, whatever you need. And then in this build I have rush, because being fast is always good. Then there's the second build, which is more or less the same. I have vigor in here, but I don't use stretch because I'm not looking to do damage via my Rhino Stomp. I use focus, however, because it makes iron skin and roar better. I use the stomp just for crowd control around myself, so that's why I don't use stretch. But that's basically the same build. This build is a bit different. It's built for PvP. I'm not using any second skill because the skills cost are very high in conclave points, and you never get to cast them because of their energy cost. I mean, you get to cast them with rage and stuff, but it's just not worth it. I think one Rhino Stomp doesn't even one-shot a player. And then in PvP I use redirection, because as I said, Rhino has very high base shields, and the like 1.2k extra shield is always nice to have. Then again, I'm stacking vitality, I'm using steel fiber, of course the all important iron skin, focus to make the iron skin better, and in this build it's just because so I get a bigger iron skin. Conclave rating is 20 only, so I'm not even using Rhino charge. I mean, it's good, you can travel a long distance, but it's 80 conclave rating and it's almost the same energy cost as iron skin, and as long as I have my iron skin I don't need to run in PvP, I just need to cast my iron skin. And then of course Streamline, Rush, Rage, the usual, so that's very good for PvP. Depending on what weapon you're using, you can use Rhino charge. So when they hit you and they hit your health, your rage becomes active, and you can use Rhino charge to get away or knock them down, but you don't really need that, you just look to survive and kill them first. And my last stream session recorded last night is like 4 hours of PvP, and 2 or more than 2 hours of it are just me face rolling with Rhino. So those are my builds. Yeah, that's of course you can, like, if you are solo and you rely on your main weapon and you just want to your roar to last longer, you can use these two power duration modifiers, but they don't do you much good, because iron skin isn't time based, it stays as long as someone breaks through the shield, so those aren't very good on Rhino. That's basically it. Thanks for asking me. I will upload this video later on so you can look at it again. If you have any more questions I will answer them, but I need to get some more gameplay. Oh, by the way, yeah, there are 2 Rhino helmets. This one gives you more HP but makes you slower. Of course it's very good for tanking. Rhino does not need to run away, Rhino just needs iron skin, and more HP ensures you aren't bursted down and you can recast your iron skin. But I'm using this helmet because, well, I'm tanky enough and I want to be faster in PvP. I want to be faster when I'm farming, so, and also this helm looks horrible. And this one looks super, you look like, I don't know, a transformer. I don't know, but I like that. Yeah. So I'm re-equipping my Necros now. Getting on my farm build, which is, I think, is it this one? Yes, it's this one.